Hi guys, Paul here from PABrewNews. Got another beer from the Fuellien. This is their 9. It's a 9! But no, they're from Belgium. 9% alcohol by volume. It says strong blonde beer. So there we go. Strong blonde beer. Actually, that's kind of funny because I have had some I have had some Belgian beers that are blonde ales, and they were all around the 9 category. Satan and Lucifer being examples that spring right to mind. Gonna pour this out and see how it is. Alright, pretty good. There is some definite carbon sedimentation left in the glass. We'll just leave that in there. This is from 10/28/2001 as well. There it is. Let's see if I can show you the logo's right here. Woo. Logo. There it is, right there. There it is. So we'll put that down there. Second beer of the night. Use my Gettysburg. Had this for a while. The Gettysburg Hotel, established in 1797. Got that for free from the bartender. Probably had a whole slew of them, but that's not the point. So there you go. Nice streaming carbonation. Let me show you that. Look at that. Beauteous. There is some suspended animation in there, wafting around the glass, getting caught up by that carbonation. It looks very, very beautiful. Nice big old fluffy white head. I mean, just take a look at that. That is poetry in motion. So there you go. Aroma, cheers. Yeah, very similar to the first one. Very floral, peppery, hedgerow, summer weeds, kind of a nose for sure. Bready, hint of almost like a toasted white bread with honey on it. It does smell nice, very crackery almost, a little saltine kind of vibe back there too. Cheers. 9%. Right into that start of session category that I like. Very nice. Very soft. Very soft. Soft, smooth, peppery. Again, crackery, a little bit crackery, bready. Wafting through there. Get a little of that hedgerow floral tonality kind of wafting through as you breathe. Not very evasive, not bombastic, not really hurting you at all. Very acclimated to drinking. This beer, again, would go with a lot of meals, I think. A nice it reminds me of a toned down Tripel, if you know what I mean. Those kind of bombastic flavors, but even those are rounded where you can have them with many meals, and this would definitely go well with that too. Definitely approachable. 9% is not in your face. It's not evasive, not evasive. It's not it's not kicking in the face. It's not abrasive, as I meant to say, instead of evasive. So it's only 2 beers in. I would say probably take your time a little bit more than I did with the first beer, because with the etching and stuff, there definitely is wafting around a lot of carbonation. One thing I can say that's really cool about these beers already is they're both room temperature, and neither of them exploded. I mean, that says a lot right there. And of course, Brett's Authentic Jam, Wrestling Bios. Check them out. He just did the Reliving the War episode 100 here recently, so that's pretty cool that he's been doing it for so long. Of course, that he had actually Wrestling Bios. That's why it's called Wrestling Bios. So Had a lot of cool wrestling bios and stuff. Hopefully, it actually does a couple more than that, more of those. One I've been actually enjoying on YouTube was Darker Side of the Ring. See, Dark Side of the Ring, which is the wrestling documentary. There's also another one. It's very simplified version of that, but it goes right down the list. Is a Darker Side of the Ring and does nice. He does nice exposés on different wrestlers too. But this beer is far enough and very nicely drinkable. Drinkable. This one, it has that oiliness to it though. There's a little oiliness. There's a little bit more kind of stick around pillowiness with the carbonation and the way the head is on this beer. It really fills your palate up. The oiliness sits around. So even though it is light, I would actually still put this in the low, like the medium to low medium category without tapering into that low area. So that's actually really nice. Kind of somewhat expected with the 9%, but it is still a very enjoyable beer. And man, peppery, crackery, bready, floral. Those are the things I would definitely say about this beer. Dry as well. Another one dry. Another dry one because the Amber Ale was a little drier than I would expect it to be. This one is fitting in that category as well. Ooh, excuse me. Now that was weird. I drank Satan and Lucifer. Lucifer's a blonde ale. Satan red. I don't know if it's a blonde ale, but I had to buy them because obviously. But I remember them. They were like, when I was drinking them back in the day, I was like, it's like a blonde ale with vodka in it. You know what I mean? Like I remember getting hitting those, and they were very, very high on the ethanol alcohol. It's kind of like, okay, these are boozy, as you would say. You know, not hot, Joe. They're gonna burn your fingers, Joe. But they were definitely scorchers as far as the booziness quality goes, and as you're breathing it and stuff like that, and it's hitting your chest. If I could find another Lucifer, and if I could find Satan Red again at least, I would have really, because this is even before I was beer reviewing. You know what I mean? This is just me experimenting on trying to find beers to drink in the local area where I was, you know. So it would be actually very interesting to get a bottle of Lucifer and a bottle of Satan Red again and actually review it on the channel and see where we are. Because I remember having a bottle of Golden Rock, and it was just like, oh, I can't drink this. It's still, blah, blah. You know what I mean? So I put it in the dungeon when I used to store everything down there. And I remember a year and a half, 2.5 years later, I'll try this. You know, it's down there. It's boozy, whatever. I'll just drink it and get drunk. And I'm like, God, this is nice. Wow, this is nice. You know what I mean? Like, so it's how you change. The beer changes slightly. You change a lot as you drink. I mean, let's take that as a life lesson of experimenting in any kind of facet in your life. That will change now and again. You will change immensely as you do it. So don't be surprised when things that you used to like, you don't like as much, or the things that you thought were rough or hard or this or that, or they get easier in time. So that kind of thing. But I would like to say that for a Belgian strong ale, a Belgian strong golden ale, blonde ale rather, let's see what it is. Strong blonde beer, which I'm assuming is an ale. I don't believe this is the lager. It's pretty good. There is a little bit of a sweet coriander kind of vibe coming out from it too, mixing with those weeds, mixing with that honey, the breadiness, the saltine cracker. It's very vibrant. It's nice. I'm actually going to sip on it because there's a lot of stream carbonation coming up there. I don't want to get too. So I want to try to have some pizza before I go to bed. Tri-pie. The pizza with sweet sauce is quite the thing. And I know pizza aficionados, you can suck my dick because it's actually really good. And I've had a lot of pizza in my day. Berwick had 15 pizzerias in just a small little town at one point in time. I'm not trying to pizza dick measure. I'm just saying I've had a lot of pizzas. And this one's pretty good. And it depends on the day, and it's got to be made with love, as we know. But it's pretty good. Never heard of a sweet sauce before, but now apparently it's getting kind of popular. I like it. So that's pretty good. Let's say, I would say, it's kind of funny too, the more beer I do, the longer winded the beer review comes. There must be a correlation between them. I'm going to go 8.5. I don't really want to throw it in the 9 category. I've had a lot of good Belgian strong ales and stuff like that. But, strong blonde beer, I would say 100% hit the nail on the head. Overall enjoyment comes into the factor too, so I'm going to throw this one right at the 8.5. I think a lot of people would be really happy with this one for sure. There's a 4-pack of that. There's a 4-pack of that. I bought another Combs Imperial Stout. And I bought a 4-pack of Rogue for the girl. And I bought that one right over there, which is one bottle of Rochefort's triple, I think I'm trying to say extra triple or triple extra, which I'm going to review later. Which was like $68 though. That's a lot of fucking money for essentially a 4, 12. Not that many beers, you know what I mean? So there is a price point to it. It is just what it is. I'm not going to say anything negative or positive about that statement. I'm just saying things are expensive. And, yeah. We've always had to pay a premium for good beer, and I think this is the next level. Everything is kind of going to fuck up, and people are price gouging like you wouldn't believe too. So, anyway, it was cool to try it. I would definitely, I would buy a case of each of these San Fuellien beers if I could find them in a kind of a reasonable price. I know they keep. Buy the case, throw in the dungeon. Try them year after year after year. I have no problem with that. These are quality beers. I didn't think they wouldn't be anything less than quality, and they are. So, anyway, Paul for PABrewNews, and 8.5 for the 9, the blonde, the strong blonde ale beer, whatever. What the hell was that? Anyway, this is Paul for PABrewNews. Cheers. Not exactly sure what I said right there. It's Paul from PABrewNews, and here we go. Cheers. Bye-bye. Watch your finger. Here it comes. Woo!